The jaguar, the true king of the jungle. Not the lion, not the tiger. The jaguar, pound for pound, no predator on earth strikes harder.
We from Dubai, where the mud get dirty. Blood on my face, mask, teal on my jersey. Yeah, we playing for the pride, no you can't hurt me. Lurking, steady working, nothing out here certain. Duval, bite down. We ride.
Good afternoon, Duval. This is Big Jags fan coming at you, recapping the Jacksonville Jaguars and Indianapolis Colts matchup. And things did look ugly in the first half because we had 2 turnovers in the red zone, but we did go in a half only down 3 points, 10-7. Before we get into the recap, I do want to remind you guys, at 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away a bunch of merchandise, and along the road to 10,000, we're giving away even more things. Alright, that being said, let's get into the recap. This was a must-win game for us today, guys, because if we lose this matchup, we lost the division lead because the Houston Texans took care of business against the Chargers. So, this division matchup was key, but Jacksonville Jaguars did like any good team would do. They went on the road against a division rival and took care of business against 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. Though I would like Liam Combs to sometimes take the field goals instead of going for it on 4th and run and not getting it, because it made this game tense. And I was used to blowing folks out in the 7-game win streak. We were getting big wins. We didn't have to worry about anything. We could kick our feet up and just make jokes in the comment section. But this time, it was a close game, like the Cardiac Cats like to do to us. In that first half, your defense also gave up 5 yards per play, which if any team gives up that, you probably don't win the game. But coming out at halftime, the defense stepped it up. We were stopping Jonathan Taylor on first down, forcing them into 2nd and long, forcing Phillip Rivers to beat us, and he could not get the job done. It seems like the refs were making some questionable calls too, like they always do against us. They don't like the Jaguars. But we overcame that. And like I told y'all in my short I made, Jarrion Jones had to step in for Lewis. And he stepped in big time today. He had a couple pass breakups. He also had a key interception, which swung momentum back into favor of your Jacksonville Jaguars. And I think I believe they stopped us to a field goal on that drive, but that put us up 20-17. Cam Little was huge today. He was 3 for 3 on his field goals and a long of 54. And I believe he could have had more if we would have settled for field goals, but Liam Combs aggressive, and I don't think we need to be like that in the playoffs because that could cause us to lose the game. That being said, let's go over the stats for our offense during that game. Trevor Lawrence was 23 for 37. He had 263 yards passing. He averaged 11.4 yards per play. He had 0 passing touchdowns. He had 1 interception and 2 sacks. But in the red zone, Trevor Lawrence came up big with runs. He was 8 for 26. He had 2 running touchdowns, and 1 was 11 yard. That was his long 11-yard run for a touchdown. ETN was 17 for 76. He averaged 4.5 yards a carry. I like to see him give him the ball more, especially averaging almost 5 yards a carry. He had a long for 13. He played pretty good today. He was great. And Jacoby Myers and Paco Washington continue to be key contributors over the middle of the field. They catch everything. They dive for the ball. They take big hits and hang on to it. Brian Thomas Jr. today, he was hit in the hands multiple times and he bobbles it. One of the times Trevor hit him right in the hands, he bobbled it, and the Colts linebacker was able to knock it away because he just couldn't hold on to it. That continues to be a problem like it's been all year. When we get into the playoffs, we're going to need Brian Thomas Jr. to bring them in. Teams play better, they scheme better because they can focus on things you're weak at. So we need him to step it up in a big way, but maybe we'll get Basil Tootin back in the playoffs as well. I do like some of the things DJ Dallas came in and did. He was great in the return game. He busted a big run today. He's looking good, but he's not Tootin good. Josh Hines-Allen and Trayvon Walker both had a sack today on defense. Jarrion Jones and Antonio Johnson both had an interception. So the defense in the second half played a big role in this win because the offense was a little bit sketchy. And I've seen in the comment sections on lives that Trevor Lawrence needed to step it up. Trevor Lawrence played great today. He can't help his receivers drop the ball. He can't help Jacoby Myers pitched it to Etienne and he fumbled. It was a sloppy game. You do have them in the division, especially when your division rivals trying to play spoiler. We know how the Colts and Phillip Rivers are. Phillip Rivers always wants to be a spoiler for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But not today. Trevor Lawrence outplayed him. He made big throws when it mattered, and he helped us with his legs when it mattered. On third downs, I believe we didn't convert on just 2 third downs today. That's amazing for your Jacksonville Jaguars. That being said, let's talk about our matchup next week. This is a big key matchup against a rookie, Cam Ward. I do believe the Texans can defeat the Colts because it'll be in Houston. So this game will be in Jacksonville, and we have to beat them, guys. This is a hat and t-shirt type game. After the game, they'll get to celebrate in the locker room. AFC South champions, Liam Cohen's first year as head coach, and he won the division with 13 wins and just 4 losses. He flip-flopped that record we had last year, which is great. Maybe even he wins Coach of the Year, but the Tennessee Titans also want to play spoiler. They also don't like us. So we have to go in there poised. Trevor Lawrence can't turn the ball over in the red zone like today. Etienne can't have a fumble like today. We need to settle for the field goals on 4th down like we did not do today. And we just need to take every point we can, defeat these Titans, and go into the playoffs with a home victory. Because I believe that victory would carry the momentum will carry over to next week, which would be the week after, which would be a wild card game. And I'm possibly thinking we play either the Bills or the Texans because the Chargers lost to the Texans, so that makes them the 7th seed. And even if they win out, I believe they'll still be the 7th seed. So we need the Bills to continue to win today, actually, because if the Bills win, they'll be able to keep that 5th seed spot, and we'll play the Texans first. And I know that's the matchup everybody wants. Everybody on the AFC South Roundtable wants that. I believe the Texans offense is not that good. Their defense is struggling as of late. They're not as good as they once were. We could run the ball on them. The interior defensive line of the Texans is not the greatest. And Etienne, he's a pretty good powerhouse. He could run the ball on the Texans. But also on another note, if the Texans fall to the 7th seed, which is kind of unlikely, they could defeat the Patriots or even the Broncos. And if they do that, then your Duval Jaguars will have 2 home games in a row. I don't see that happening, so it's either the Bills or the Texans for round 1 for us. And the Chargers will play either the Patriots or the Bills, or the Patriots or the Broncos, whoever gets that 2nd seed. I'm not sure yet. If the Broncos went out, they'll get the 1st seed. Patriots went out, they'll get the 2nd seed. So we'll have to see. So we could go ahead and bet that we're going to play either the Texans or the Buffalo Bills. But historically, the Buffalo Bills, they don't play good against us in Jacksonville. I mean, we beat them with Blake Bortles, I think even Cody Kessler back in the day. We just got Josh Allen's number in Jacksonville. So hopefully that continues. If we got to play Houston first, it'll be challenging, but their offense ain't that good. The Bills' offense is really good. So I'd rather play the Texans, knock them out the playoffs. The Texans fans are running their mouth too much, and I'm tired of it. We need to play them first, let them continue to be the 6th seed, and we'll be the 3rd seed, and we'll knock the Texans out the playoffs. And that being said, this is a quick final thoughts. We need to run the ball against the Titans. A lot of play action. Their secondary ain't the best. They got big Jeffrey Simmons up front, and he's going to make plays, but I think Trevor can make plays too. Etienne can make plays. And we'll just have to defeat them. I will have a Tennessee Titans preview for you guys coming out. I'll put it out Wednesday. And that's my first game, guys. I'll be going live for the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be going live for that game because that's our hat and t-shirt game. That's the game that determines the AFC South. So that game will be live, and I'll have bonus coverage after. And maybe I'll stream the hat and t-shirt giveaway for y'all. And the speech from the owner, he's going to want to speak on that. The speech from the coach, the players being hyped, I'll have all that streamed for y'all so you could watch it. And it's going to be amazing, guys. Just remember, we're giving away a lot of things, but we have to get the subscriber count up. At 1,000, guys, we're giving away a couple jerseys, a Brian Thomas Jr. authentic helmet, which is right here, signed by him. We have a Trevor Lawrence jersey up there we're giving away, Trevor Lawrence helmet. You can see right there, that sign, that's all authentic. We have an ETN we're giving away. Just remember, guys, this is Big Jags Fan. Please like, subscribe, and share. And Duval.